Yo, hey, what's up guys? We are back on the test server, and in today's video I'm gonna show you what you can do with our new champion, our new fusion Folan. And yeah, let's start with it. I'm gonna show you all the stages where I think he's really nice at, because he has actually some potential, and yeah, he can do solo stuff, for example. He cannot do the greatest damage in my opinion, but could be useful. That's why I'm showing you right now Fire Knight 10, where he has some potential, where he's maybe not your Joker card or something, but he can actually do it. He has multiple hits on his skills, so that actually comes in handy, so we can actually kill the boss pretty nicely, even if his damage is not the greatest in my opinion. But also I could be a little bit under confusion, because I usually have really good damage dealers and they have like 6-star souls and stuff, and I have a 5-star, for example, on him right now. That could actually make the whole process a little bit yeah, misleading for myself, because I'm used to really big numbers and all these things, and he just didn't do it right now. But also I'm gonna do all these things where I put like a 6-star on him and test it out, give him the right benefits, make up a really nice team for him, and let's see where it goes. But for right now, I'm just wanted to show like where I do like him, where he has some potential, even if he's not like the murder guy that basically kills everything one shot when he's not on a 6-star and stuff. But yeah, let's test it out. Let's see. On a Fire Knight, what does he actually do? He places decreased defense. That really helps out. Even Martyr, for example, can do that, but it's not 100%. So when he does it, actually, that helps out. We got the decreased defense out there. We got Mikage to extend it and stuff. And he does his triple hits when we counter attack, ally attack, and all these nasty things. So, and he does some pretty, yeah, decent damage. Maybe it's actually more than I think, but yeah, I'm just used to such a big numbers that this guy just didn't stand out for some reason. Like, but it seems to be okay, because he has other potential, like doing solo stuff, and we're gonna check that out afterwards. We're gonna talk about his damage, I'm gonna show you the gear set, all these things that you need to know. But yeah, there is some coolness about him, to be honest, and I like champions that has at least something to bring to the table that might help out some people right now. Yeah, teams, yeah, it's pretty stable right now, so I think we're just gonna kill him in a second. Hopefully he is gonna break. Come on. Takes a little bit longer than I wanted for the intro, basically. But yeah, Fire Knight, he is pretty decent. He can do his job. He needs a setup. But yeah, you see the setup right now. It's not like I have any nudes in here or something. It's just a basic 2023 team or something, just mixed in with him. And he can perform better if you have also like better team setups, where you have some freezes and turn meter control and all these things. So let's quickly go into Sand Devil, because that is the thing where I kind of do my, I do my damage tests now in here, because all the other things, they look a little bit weird and stuff. But yeah, let's put out the right team. Where is it? Right here. Am I even recording? Yes, I am. That is nice. That actually helps when you want to do a video. So let's do quickly a damage test. We have, wait. Let's quickly go over his kit and stuff. Like, I'm not gonna talk about the skills and stuff. I think you are already familiar, but why am I? This new button is crazy nice, where you just like, beep. I'm in that stupid gear. It helps so much. Oh, that is quality of life. Raid Shadow Legends is doing really nice these days. Like, for real, there's so much things that coming up. It's kind of nice to have it. Yeah, I got the Cat's Gaze on him, because I need to have something powerful on him to make a comparison about the standards that I have for the game. And you also want to see where it goes end game. Is it worth it for him? So we got 250 speed, we got 347 crit damage, and we got around 7,600 to 7k like attack. That is not the craziest gear I can put ever on him. But I didn't want to go like super right away crazy this time, because I think he has some potential. So let's go in here and test his damage. Wait, let me not do auto. Yes, I actually do have a preset right now. Oh, wait, I can. Wait, I can press auto. That's nice. So let's see his damage quickly. We got some debuffs out there. We got everything right there. So this skill right here is the better one. It's just simply the better one. Like, let's go and do some damage. 270, 280, 470. Like, the damage is nice. It's like almost a half bar. Like, give it a little bit more. Maybe I can stack up a little bit more attack, and then it would be a half bar. But yeah, that is fine. but nothing too crazy, I would say. But yeah, if you have a right team setup, for example, you want to use this dude and just hit 2 times with a reset champion or something, you can do that. Like, okay, maybe not. Like, see the damage? Come on. Yeah, if you stack up a little bit more on attack and stuff, then you can do this. So let's do the skill again. And boom. Yeah, it didn't was quite right there. But let's do another quick damage test, because I want to see the A2 and the A1 quickly, so you guys know what is going on. And I showed a lot of things on this channel already, so you can kind of see sometimes I do one-shot stuff with gear like this. And yeah, just simply the guy doesn't look like it. He can do it, maybe with a 6-star. I will test it out definitely. But we got okay debuffs, like this skill right here. It actually, yeah, it increases your damage when you have more debuffs on the enemy, but it's not the most. That is definitely a thing where I could be when I have the 6-star. I can put out more debuffs to actually enhance his damage and then see where it goes and stuff. But for right now, 300, together 700. It's not so far from each other. And I think when I stack this up, make a better team about it, and more damage boosting and stuff, and yeah, blessings and stuff, there could be something cool about him. It's still like he can do it. And sometimes it's just nice when you know you can get the 5-star, and the 6-star is not that far away. Where I also think like maybe sometimes people have some use about it is like here, for example. What you can do is just simply use him as a buff spreader, a debuff spreader. I didn't test the A1. Wait, let me go back. Let's test the A1 quickly. Because I kind of also want to see the number. I didn't pay too much attention. I was just seeing how, yeah, low the bar goes on the boss and stuff. And then, yeah. Okay, but A1, maybe I missed something. You never, I am wrong sometimes, yes, to be honest, and then I can admit that, no problem. So let's see, the A1 is maybe like his biggest juice, what he has, because I think I haven't tested it yet. And yeah, let's do A1, boom, boom, boom. No, it isn't, it really isn't. It's all, yeah, it's the weakest skill about them. It depends, like probably the A2 is weaker when you have no debuffs and stuff. Yeah, that is kind of, yeah, okay. But no, just a quick thing, like, yeah, I teased it already, but yeah, you can debuff spread, and it's pretty nice. If you just do something like this quickly, and then you put him out, you have a lot of debuffs. That is cool. This decreased defense plus a lot of debuffs to spread around. It is cool, man. Like in Hydra, probably that will be nice. And that's where we're gonna jump in now, because I haven't done any Hydra testing yet. And like, not really his damage and stuff. And I gotta flip my gear in a second and I show you the solo stuff, because that is actually pretty nice on him. Like, for real. Yeah, it won't help my account. But I can see that it's probably gonna help some accounts out there where it's like, hey, cool. You finally can do this now, and it's pretty easy. Like, yeah. Alright, let's do some damage number testing. Can I get the hex on him? On my Chris? Yes, I did. Woo! Alright, let's kill him. I didn't see like almost no damage and stuff. Did I show you? Yeah, I have the cat's gaze and the usual masteries on him. Right now it's nature's raft. So yeah, let's see the damage right here. It's even more boosted. Oh wait, it's not even him. It's my Gerb tuck. Yep. Hey wait, I got true fear. That's dumb. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, let's see his damage. Wait, which affinity was he? He is green. I think red is okay, but I gotta admit about the rotation, about weak affinity stuff, I always mess them up. But let's see, maybe I see a weak hit. Boom! 200, yeah. God, it's pretty decent. Like, it's not that bad. It's okay. Like, I was expecting a little less, but it seems like he's an average, more than an average good damage dealer. Alright, let's put these other things in there. I actually wanted to quickly kill him. How many debuffs can I get out? If I get more debuffs out, I do more damage. That would be nice. So I can kind of... Let's see what he does. 300, like 700k-ish. Yeah, it's pretty okay. It's not that bad, but also not that great and stuff. probably he gets more potential about his Nature's Wrath later on when he stacks it up a little bit more, because we do have decreased defense already here, and sometimes spreading is just not possible when everybody has all these things already. And sadly, his skill is on a 4-turn cooldown. That is kind of a bad thing. Yeah, it's fine, but yeah, not the thing that you want to see. No, like, this damage is, in the stats and stuff what I have right now, it's just not that great. And I will do a video where I stack up his damage and put the 6-star on him, and then I will see if it's worth it to maybe go for the end game for him or something. One-shot bosses, something like this. We will see. But for now, this is just not the guy that you probably have something better already. But I showed you where he's good at, kind of. Like Fire Knight, he's nice. He does have potential about Faction Wars, Cursed City. But you are smart enough to understand that already. He is a good damage dealer, and he has like that block passive and all these things. So that is nice for wave content, but is it something that you want to aim for? Yes, I'm really desperately in need of wave content. If that is the case, go for him. Save, like for Faction Wars, for Cursed City and stuff, yeah. But let's go into the solo stuff. I gotta reconfigure his gear correctly, because it has to be. There is a second part about him that is quite nice. Let me quickly think what I did right here, like this. Alright, let me quickly show you the gear, and okay, let's talk firstly about the passive, where I saw like his potential sometimes could be really nice. Like, because he will get 10% less damage from AoE attacks for each Zone Watcher in there. So overall that's 50%, and that is a huge number. Like 50% is a really nice huge number. So let me quickly also go over the masteries, because I need them quickly changed a little bit too, because now it's the solo section. Alright. I actually don't know if I should go. That's a question that you have to make up for yourself, Giant Slayer or War Master later on. But yeah, let's also change his blessing. 5-star blessing is totally okay for me, because usually you have the chance to get one. So that's pretty nice to showcase it. I have no bad feelings to showcase it, because that's what you want to know. Do I want to get the champion? And if yes, do I want to get also the blessing? Like, yeah, and put this one. Let's not put it right now on this one, because I want to show, because I want to show you quickly also, it doesn't actually have the craziest gear. Like, for example, this one is just an attack percent something. It has accuracy, crit damage, a little bit of defense. So this piece is basically the worst shit that you can put on him. For real, for a regeneration set, this is nice. But my other pieces are pretty nice. Like, I have to admit that one, but overall my speed is not that crazy and stuff. 241. That's what I was like. First I tried good gear, and I was like, wow, this works amazing. Let me put a little bit lesser gear on it, because like, yeah, it showcases you that for newer beginners it will be kind of a really useful thing. Let's just use the Cat's Gaze. Okay, that is okay, because we're actually not aiming to do like damage and stuff. Where was I going to go? Like right here, Sand Devil. Alright. That is the first part where I was like, hey, this is cool for some people. And I like when actually some champion have something cool about them. So let's go quickly in here. I think I just let him spam A1 all the time, because it's a fast skill. This time, like, he's just, wait, yeah, A1, boom. And since I have Brimstone and I have War Master, I think this guy, okay, listen guys, there's two ways for him actually to build this dude with a blessing, and there's a thing without a blessing. You can see he doesn't get really that much damage. He can just survive. Of course, it's not a good champion for farming your levels and stuff. Maybe I need to get the golden elixir in there or something. I don't know at the moment. But you can see I'm not taking too much damage with the gear what I have. So I think people can copy this. It's not that hard to do. And if you put the golden elixir on him, it's even crazier. It is not gonna be the fastest run ever. I'm gonna tell you. But I like it that he gives you a option to do this one. And then I'm not gonna go over the whole fight with you, because it would take a little bit too long. There are two versions of him. This is the version that you currently see right now on the screen, like right there. And yeah, okay, I died in the right moment, but a golden elixir totally fixes that, or just a little bit more of gear. Let me just quickly put it in, because I need to show you that I survive in the background while I'm just Talking and talking and talking probably. Alright, so there's also, wait, what kind of gemstone? There's another gemstone that negates things, but we have to talk about damage negation after I showed you the solo parts. There is something you need to know. And yeah, so we're gonna do this one quickly. And probably if I change something, and it would be even easier, but I forgot. But overall, I think he's a cool thing that you can do, and then you get a run about 5 minutes. You gotta have the brimstone for this one, and then you put something like War Master or Giant Slayer on him, because when you use brimstone, there's a super odd situation in here. We do not die. The boss needs to have his brimstone on the second turn while he is sleeping, usually. And then you can get the trigger done. That needs a lot of optimization about when you do the skill. And since we get sometimes decreased speed and decreased accuracy, it is really odd to get this thing on the right turn, placed on the right situation. But if you have a triple hitter and you can get all the damage negated, you can just stand there and take it. You actually... Wait, what was I trying to say? Ah, yeah, you have a triple hitter and a War Master. He has a counter of 8. That means you force him to actually go... Like, there is no third wave usually, a third turn that the boss wakes up, he's still standing there, waits a little bit and then attacks you back, and that is usually the part where the brimstone is really dumb to place. But since he forces the boss to wake up and counterattack you basically whenever you place the brimstone, it helps you out. That is really nice, and the Giant Slayer by itself can do the damage for you, because you don't need a 5-star brimstone, you don't need the accuracy and all these things. If you are really in a situation where you might need it, you can go like this, where you just have him. I do not have a brimstone. I actually have sheep on him just to put something on him, and I put sheep on him, and I did all these things in 12 minutes by just using Giant Slayer in this thing. But it worked, so I was like, hey, this is a cool thing for some people. You can totally abuse it and get some Sand Devil overnight done and stuff. And yeah, overall, I thought that's cool. He can do Sand Devil solo by 5 minutes, maybe a little bit faster if you're lucky, or a little bit slower if you're unlucky. And about 12 minutes if you just use your Giant Slayer and just let him hit all day long. But that is not only the thing. There's of course other bosses. And maybe there could be something that I oversee right now and you guys just let me know. Totally fine. Then I will actually do it, because yeah, there could be some bosses that's actually fine. What I'm also tried to do was Bommel. Many people have problems with him. Yes, I know that. And then, yeah, I do have the golden elixir and stuff on him, because my gear overall is not the craziest. It's not the fastest and stuff. And I need a little bit support, I think, for Bommel. I need the golden elixir to stay stable, but with all my regen gear and all these things, you will see. Hopefully we get to the rave a little bit faster. That's why Durandil is in here to hopefully kill them right before they kill him or something. Alright? He's provoked! No! Yeah, okay, the rave is almost done. Yeah, alright, cool. And then we reach Bommel. I'm gonna click the Bommel because I don't know if he just targets the Bommel all the time or sometimes the bombs, and I want him to attack the bombs. And yeah, and it's basically the same concept in here, because we do damage negation about the AoEs. The bombs are not hitting as hard. The attacks of the boss that hitting you is not, like in an AoE fashion, is not hitting you that hard. The single targets are still the same. But right now, you can see it, he has a lot of damage negation, and he doesn't get all these bomb damage and all that. So he just stands there and takes it. And yeah, the gear is not that crazy. So overall, you can do a run, something like this, where just easily kill Bommel. Of course, you need some regen stats, and yeah, it's normal. But the stats weren't that crazy. So I thought, hey, this is cool for some players. Personally, for me, no. This is not something cool for my account. This champion doesn't really help my account any further. Maybe in Faction Wars or something could be possible. I think about it on my personal account, but yeah, I just probably not gonna do him. Like, let's be honest. But he has something cool, and I wanted to show you. And I always try to kind of highlight the things that some champions can do and stuff. And yes, let's quickly talk about something not so related to him, but also it is in general. Damage negation. You saw this guy right here has some AoE damage negations and stuff right here by 50% if I put all Silver Watchers. Nice, right? So we can get it maybe a little bit further, where you think like, oh, I'm stopping 50% already, and we had a champion that you maybe remember. It was Maria. And at the beginning, on her every third attempt on damage or what she got or something, she was reducing 99% damage. And you maybe think like, hey, we can do something like, oh, I didn't save it. What? I did. I remember I did, but we actually have problems with presets on this. Yeah, let me quickly get one up while I tell you actually the story. So you maybe think like you get a little bit more damage negation from bosses and all these things. That's also what I think, and I want to quickly also show you what comes out when you actually go for it. Let's make it like this. Because it actually does not work like you actually think. Where's the defiance at? Right there. I thought I saved it. Alright, let's just go for the most speediest and stuff. Like, because, yeah, I need to make it quick. Why didn't I save it? God damn it. But yeah, damage negation does really not work like you think, because you think like, we can stack that up. We go from 50% from this set to additive, a 45% more by this set, the flying set, what I do right now. And then we are on 95%. And when I get like a juicy gemstone in there that has also 5% more damage negation, it will trigger and it will equal out to 100%. And you are basically unkillable. Sadly, I have to say that it's not how it works. So here again, I have the gemstone that actually gives me 5% more damage negation from bosses. Then we have the flying set that actually gives you 15% less damage taken from AoE attacks, the same as we do from the normal skill. So every boss that just does AoE attacks, this champion is really nice and has some potential about always soloing that in a cheesy way. And if we can stack it up even further, that would be nice. So we got basically, in theory, 100% damage negation from AoE attacks. And let's go quickly again in Sand Devil, and you will see that. My plan also was to see how far can I bring it. Golden Elixir heals me by so much, and then the rest actually comes, like, my healing comes just back from my Golden Elixir all the time, because the boss doesn't really do that much damage. And you can see it's lesser. Yes, it is really not that much what the boss is gonna do on me, but it is not 100%. We can agree to that, right? We are still getting damage. So it's just like you get, when a boss does 1,000,000 damage and you go minus 10%, he does just 900,000, and then the next gemstone, the next effect or something takes the next 10% down from 900k, and then it's just 810, and so on. So basically it's not all together, and that would be kind of sick, because yeah, you can see right there we are still dying, and that was, yeah, I was kind of disappointed that I was dying, but I also wanted to show you that you don't even have to try at this point. Like, damage negation does not work like you maybe think. And yeah, that's all about him. Do I have to say anything else? I don't think so. He's okay. Like, he can help you out. He has some potential in the game, and probably for 99% of my audience, this guy is not really the guy that you want to have. It doesn't improve too many crazy things, just little things. Maybe a cursed city stage or in your faction wars. It makes it easier, but you already have a solution probably for it. And if you don't, go for him. He's okay, man. Like, I did people, like, when I started the game, I was going for this guy, Herdic. Nobody is using him. Nobody is talking about him. But I went for him because he had decreased defense and weaken. Like, he decreased defense right here and weaken right here. And I was like, wow, this really helps me out. So if you're in a situation where you need him, go for him. For all others, no. Simply like this. And yeah, that's all about it. Make sure to press the like button, subscribe if you haven't done already, and yeah. Have a nice day.